What's good, man? So you have sort of three main issues that I'm seeing that are going on with your swing that I'm going to go through really quickly. Hopefully you can hear me just fine. I've been having some sound issues. So I'm going to really quickly just do what your swing looks like, and then I'm going to show you the adjustments that I would make so that you can make your swing look better. So what your swing is looking like right now is right here. You pull the bell. Right, so this is what it looks like from the front, sort of. And if you want to see it from the side, it looks like this. More or less. Right, and the reason why this is happening is sort of what I've identified as threefold reasons, right? So the first one is you're not hiking it correctly, and so you're losing a lot of power at the start. Two, you're not necessarily hinging correctly for what a kettlebell swing likes. And then three, you're not packing your lats correctly. I think that those three issues combined are kind of making your swing hard, and that's why you've described them as underwhelming. So let me sort of go through what each of those looks like, right? So the first issue is the hike, right? So as I showed, when you go to pull the kettlebell, you are pulling it almost like directly in front of you. There's like a little bit of space between, right? Like here. To approximate distance. I want you to actually have a little bit more distance, maybe like 1.5 feet. And I want you to get it into the extensors of your fingers, right? And then you should load the bell more. So when you think about a deadlift, right, you come up to it and you pull the slack out. We're doing the equivalent of that, but with a kettlebell. So from the side, this is what pulling the slack out of the kettlebell looks like. So you're kind of further away, right? You take your stance, and you're loaded. See how the bell is coming towards me? It's because my lat can then pull it back, and then boom, I can get against it. Okay, so that's the first issue. Get that hike right. Squat down a little bit more. You'll notice that when I was hiking it, I was squatting down a little bit more. And that leads me to your second point. You're almost exclusively hinging at the hips, like you're doing a Romanian kettlebell swing. And I have a similar issue when I get tired. I'm a pretty flexible guy, right? So my hamstrings are pretty dominant. They take over. And I think that's sort of a similar thing that's happening to you. And what I want you to do is I want you to be a little bit more conscious, of using your knees in the swing, right? Because you're almost entirely hinging. You're losing a lot of power that way. So you want to think of a kettlebell swing as more of like a jump than as like a hinge kind of pull movement. So when you're pulling that one arm swing, hike the bell, right? Get it all ready to pull. And then, so, boom, right? Right, so every single swing, I'm squatting at least a little bit, and I'm pushing up. Right, so like this, as opposed to like this. You lose a lot of power that way. The third, and this is something that should be fixed when you start actually hiking the bell, you want to make sure your lat is loaded. Pull your shoulder back. You're getting pulled really far forward during the swing, and you're compensating by using your bicep. So you're almost swinging like this. It's a little exaggerated. But I want you instead to tighten your lat back. Make your armpit disappear. Protect your armpit. Right? So that during the swing when you're loaded, pulled back into you, right? Boom. Boom. Yeah, I think if you do those three things, you might find that your swing feels a lot better. Let me know how it goes.